disobey.
There used to be temporary peace camps where they'd come for like a few days at a time and then go away again. And they're planning on setting one up and staying for a few months. And the camp was supposed to be further up that way a bit. But one of the caravans, the axle broke on the caravan round about here, so we ended up here. And that was in 1982. And then Rab was saying about the police kept trying to take the caravans off site, people kept trying to move the caravans on site. It was a big struggle for a while.
Well, for 23 years we've been here fighting Trident. We've been here fighting against the base and the whole nuclear programme, but also other protests as well. And life at the camp is very different every day. There's always different things going on, whether it's cleaning up site or moving new caravans or evicting silly people. There's always stuff going on, and it's always volunteers that come here. It's people who are committed to living here for maybe 2 hours or 3 years, or like myself, I've been here, coming here on and off for about 8-10 years. Been a lot more younger people coming on site.
And older.
And older, yeah. A lot more older people coming on site, a lot more younger kids from the local community and from Glasgow are coming on site, and they're learning how to build tree houses, how to just learning a lot of different things here. So then
you get people from all over the world coming as well, and yeah, get folk from pretty much everywhere come visit the camp quite a lot. It's quite a global community sometimes. It can be camps up and down sometimes, with only 2 or 3 people living on site, and then next thing you know there's 20 people living on site again. It gets a bit confusing sometimes.
we had on the 6th of August 1985, I think, we had a visit from 2 survivors of the bomb that was dropped on Hiroshima. And they came over to the peace camp and planted a tree on Hiroshima Day, which is sort of near where we're sitting here.
Cherry tree.
It's a cherry tree which was planted by them, and it's a really significant part of sites where it's always been looked after. We light candles there every 6th of August, all the time really. So there's been a lot of significant changes here. There's also been a change in people's attitude.
Definitely.
People's attitude towards, obviously, the war in Iraq, the war in Palestine, and it's changed a lot of people's views. People may not necessarily agree with us necessarily living here, but I think because of ourselves, because of the peace camp, it's changed people's focus on war. So a lot more people are anti-war. Even in the local community, people see how much money is being wasted by the government, by American government, British government, on something which, if a nuclear bomb is ever used, there is no deterrent to get rid of a nuclear bomb. That's what people have to understand. That's why we're here. It's not like a bomb that was dropped in London or a bomb that's dropped somewhere else, which may kill maybe 200-300 people. A nuclear bomb will kill everyone. There is no deterrent, there is no backup plan, there is no backup strategy like the Americans keep saying to us. The submarines leave here all the time, and they go out on 45 days service each time. They're always at 15-minute alert to let off a nuclear missile. We've got 4 minutes to decide what to do if a nuclear missile is set off, whether it's airborne or landborne. We're here because we care, because we want rid of Trident, we want rid of the nuclear programme, and that's why people live here now. People live here because they're committed to it.
Also, it's anti-war, anti-arms trade, but it's also very anti-capitalist now as well. Sort of making the links between all the different things. So this was one of the first places to try start making the links between the anti-capitalist movement and the anti-war movement. And we were the first people to start making the links between the anti-Trident stuff and the anti-capitalist stuff. And we used to get loads of shit off all the other peace groups for it, saying, oh, you're watering down the issues, you're taking it away from the point's anti-nuclear. You have to, some CND groups even withdrew funding from us because we weren't doing enough anti-nuclear stuff, because we're doing so much anti-capitalist stuff. And now they're all doing anti-capitalist stuff and taking all the glory from it and saying that, oh, isn't it wonderful doing all this anti-capitalist stuff?
The council have tried to evict us twice in the last 23 years.
They tried to evict us twice, they didn't even try, they got an eviction order.
Yeah.
That's as far as it really went. Then we dug tunnels and built fuses and they couldn't afford it. So I think that was a really good moment because there'd been only 3 people on the peace camp for a long, long time, and those 3 people were thinking about just closing it down and giving up and going home. Then the council order said they were applying for an eviction order. And then one of the people who had been down at Manchester Airport and Newbury Bypass and things like that decided we should start digging tunnels and building tree houses and fighting the eviction. So loads of people from all the road protest sites that had just been evicted all came up here. And that was a good time because suddenly it went from there being like 3 people to there being like 50 or 60 people at any one time, all coming and going all the time, building things, fixing things, and the council realised they couldn't afford to evict us. So they've sort of backed off now and leave us alone. As long as we keep the place looking reasonably nice, they'll leave us alone.
Well, any action we do, there's something we call NVDA, which is non-violent direct action. Every action must harm nobody, whether it's workers in the base, whether it's ourselves or anyone. The bombs they use harm people, and we try and do actions which harm nobody. And pacifism is...
bollocks.
Yeah, pacifista.
Pacifism bollocks.
Pacifism bollocks, yeah, I'm not going to say anything about that.
See, this is another one of the reasons why there's a lot of... I mean, we do work with other peace groups, but a lot of other peace groups, with the exception of a few, sort of don't like us because we're more anarchist than most other peace groups. And although we believe non-violence to be the best strategy most of the time for doing peace work, we are not pacifists by any means. On like big anti-capitalist demonstrations, some of us have been building barricades to stop police charges, and a lot of like CND groups and other peace groups and anti-nuclear groups would regard that as being violent. So we've got, again, violence to property. A lot of so-called pacifists would put violence to property as violent, whereas we don't. And then we don't mind smashing things up and running away, which is most of the peace movement believes in being accountable for these actions. So you do something and wait for the police to come and then get arrested and go to court. Whereas we just
things and run away.
We smash things up and run away.
We have to fight another day.
Yeah.